Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon. Let's go over July's Oscar predictions. So here's the thing. We're at the time in July which the two biggest July movies, Barbie and Oppenheimer, which some people always say Mission Impossible, I still haven't seen. The first reactions for Barbie came out. They seem like it's a fun little movie, but let's just see what's out there because Gold Derby also put out their predictions. So let's do that real quick by each category, then I'll go what I think it is. Now, unfortunately, when I give you the Gold Derby information, you're already going to see the plus and minuses and be like, oh shit, you didn't put that on there? Well, let's talk about it. So for picture, I'm not prepared whatsoever. Let me go to picture. I was an original screenplay, so that's my fault. All right, so picture. According to Gold Derby, the top 10 are Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, The Color Purple, Dune Part 2, Zone of Interest, Spider-Man, The Holdovers, and Maestro. Here's the thing. Maestro and Barbie have kind of switched back and forth. That's 22-1 odds. So that is my predictions for the top 10. I'm going to give you my top 20 because it's also fun to do. So let's transition from Gold Derby to the fanciness. All right. So number one, I still have Zone of Interest. Like I said, this is not what is winning. This is what I think is getting in. I think with the Zone of Interest having like the best reviews of the year, it's hard for me not to put it in there. Of course, number two, Killers of the Flower Moon, pretty damn simple to choose. Number three, Oppenheimer, pretty damn simple. Number four, Dune Part 2, pretty damn simple. If Dune the first one's going to do it, I think the second one. Again, five, Poor Things. I'm so excited for Poor Things. I think that might be one of my best pictures of the year, just me personally. So I'm on the hype train where everyone's on the Barbie hype train. I'm on the Poor Things hype train. I'm sorry. Guilty. All right. Next, I have The Killers. Gosh, David Fincher, Michael Fassbender, Tilda Swinton. How can you not be excited for this? I'd say the only thing that might be holding it back is the Netflix. But I got that to 101 odds. For these movies on Gold Derby and kind of looking at it, you have to choose some of the 101 odds to get in that category because people think, oh, it's going to be the Barbie. Oh, it's going to be the Poor Things. Or not the Poor Things, the Past Lives that are going to be in there. But you just gotta put some fun into it. This is not all seriousness. Let's be honest. This ain't serious. This is fun. Anyway, after that, The Holdovers. Everyone's saying this Alex Payne's movie is fantastic. So let's go there. And of course, Color Purple, even though like I'm with some people with the trailers, like it looks like a musical. I don't know what else you want from me. I think a lot of people are having that same reaction of like, I'm not that excited for it, but I'll sure as shit watch it. Number 9 for me is Anatomy of a Fall. I'm starting to think that is going to be the foreign picture of the year that slowly climbs up. To me, it's that or Perfect Days. So I'm watching out for that. And then my number 10, like I said, I always have a dark horse, The Iron Claw. That is why that is number 10. That is what I think will be the top 10. What came out of the top 10 is Past Lives. Okay, people are thinking, Chase, you're fucking crazy. All right, here's the thing. I watched it. It's fine. To me, it has no. It's nicely shot. It has a great screenplay. But after leaving the theater, I go, okay, what do you want? I don't have emotions for this movie. I'm sorry. It's kind of like Dakota. It's kind of like the other one, Afterlife. I see it and I go, it's a fine little flick. I'm not getting no emotional butterflies from it. So that is why, for me, my ballsy pick is Past Lives not being in Best Picture. But let's talk about my 11 through 20 at this point. All right, so like I said, my 11 is Perfect. So 11 for me is Perfect Days. Like I said, I'm stuck on what international film I should put in here, but that is why Perfect Days is number 11. Let's continue on. I had Blitz. I did have Blitz at number 12. However, that is now out. It is not coming out in 2023. Out of the running. See you later, alligator in a wild World War II. Or is it World War One? Anyway, then we have Past Lives. Oh, sorry. Then we have May, December. This is the weird one where it could make it in there. I still think this might get 3 Oscar nominations. So that's why it's on the cusp as well. And then it goes Past Lives. That's why it's still on the cusp. but I just saw the movie and I got no emotional attachment to it whatsoever. Sorry, maybe I'm a cold-hearted mofo. All right, the rest are pretty simple. Lee, I'm still very interested in it, but it might not make it in there. Ferrari, I'm very interested in it. Still not in there. The Bike Riders, there is some talks about this with Tom Hardy kind of going up in the actor category. So I'm thinking maybe next month this might bump up, or the next 2 months. We'll see what actually occurs, though, when it actually is released and we get some reactions to it. Anatomy of a Fall was pretty low. That moved up 7 spots, so that is why that's not there anymore. But it was Maestro, Saltburn, and Bob Marley's One Love. So if you notice, there's one missing. I have 19. My number 20 is now Priscilla. I think it's another Elvis movie. The trailer does look intriguing to me, and this is the opposite side. We're always seeing Elvis's side, Elvis's side, Elvis's side. So Priscilla, to me, that's popping up in there in the top 20, just my opinion. I'm just going to give you my shits and gigs, 21 and 22. 21 is NYAD. That's the one with Annette Bening that could be in there. And my number 22 is Megapolis. That's the Francis Ford Coppola's movie. Who the heck knows? All right, now let's go to directors for Gold Derby. Sucker fishes. All right, according to this, top 5 is Martin Scorsese's Killer of the Flower Moon. Pretty easy. Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer. Celine Song, Past Lives. Jonathan Glazer, Zone of Interest. And Denis Villeneuve for Dune Part 2. That is not my top 5. I changed it. As you can tell, the pluses and minuses. Now let's go 3, 2, 1. Fancy spreadsheet. I hope I'm looking the right way. Probably not. Anyway, of course, number 1, Martin Scorsese. Will he win? I don't know, but pretty simple to get nominated. It's Christopher Nolan. Absolutely. Number 4, Yorgos Lanthimos. Like I said, I'm on the Poor Things clan. If you want to call it the stands, the clans, I'm on that train. And for me, number 5 is Anatomy of a Fall, Justine Tridet. And that actually went from my number 10 to my number 5. Like I said, everyone thinks directors is going to be the simple 5. I want to put it that way. There's always a crazy director. Look at the directing categories. Last year we had Triangle of Sadness. The other one, Cold War. Directors is the category for dark horses. For my number 6 through 10, though, I went Todd Haynes. That dropped out of my top 5. That's number 6 now. Denis Villeneuve is my number 7 now, who was Steve McQueen, but Steve McQueen is out now because Blitz is not in theaters. Number 8, still Bradley Cooper. Number 9, still Alexander Payne. And number 10, new, we have a new one, Wim Wenders, and that is the director of Perfect Days. And of course, my number 11, even though it's not on the list, is Francis Ford Coppola. Disgusting. I said a burp. All right, actress. So this is the one where I don't see movements except for one of them. According to Gold Derby, it is Fantasia Barrino, Greta Lee, Sandra Hüller, Natalie Portman, Emma Stone. That has been my top 5 as well, but in a different order. And let's show you my order. All right. Emma Stone, Fantasia Barrino, Natalie Portman, Greta Lee, Sandra Hüller. That is my top 5. All right. There has been no changes from 6 through 10. 6 is brand new Annette Bening for her movie about swimming from Cuba to Florida. I have a good feeling about it being on the cusp, but we'll find out. Jessica Lange is now number 7. Saoirse Ronan is out. Like I said, Blitz is not in that conversation anymore. And we still have Kate Winslet for Lee. We have Carey Mulligan for, which one is she in? Maestro. And then I still have Olivia Colman. I have no idea why I have Olivia Colman. Is she even in any movies this year? Do I need to make changes to that? Yeah, let's make some changes to that. Wait, Lily Gladstone might be Best Actress. I think we're still in that category if we don't know what's going to be actress or, you know what I mean, supporting or not supporting. So it looks like might need to take Olivia Colman out because there's no Olivia Colman whatsoever. So what do I change that for? Because you got to go crazy in the membrane. We are changing it to Priscilla. We are going Priscilla in this mother sucker for number 10. So, and the actress playing Priscilla is Kaylee Spandy. Ooh, I'm saying that name completely wrong. But you know what? This is some off-the-cusp stuff we're doing on this channel. I mean, I'm kind of an idiot at the same time. So, I mean, what do I know? What do I know, right? All right, there we go. We are now done with actress. All right, let's go to supporting actress. And this one, according to Gold Derby, the top 5 is Lily Gladstone, Taraji P. Henson, Danielle Brooks, Julianne Moore, and Viola Davis. Nope, I'm sorry. Something is changing. It has always been changed. So let's show you my top 5. And my top 5 is Julianne Moore, Lily Gladstone, Danielle Brooks, Taraji P. Henson, and Tilda Swinton. I'm on the killer train as well, and that is going to stay on there. But everything else has kind of stayed the same with Lashana Lynch, with Carey Mulligan, Divine Joan Randolph, Jodie Foster, and Merge Dizar. I'm pretty sure they're all on the list. I didn't even check because I'm an idiot. All right, I see Carey Mulligan's on the list. I see Jodie Foster. I see Lashana Lynch. I see Lashana Lynch on this list. So I'm thinking I'm pretty good with choosing these. And that is going to be my supporting actress. Like I said, some of these are not a lot of changes from last month. It is what it is. We're still in that phase where anything could freaking happen. All right, actor, I think there was some changes. And there were some changes. According to Box Office, Gold Derby chase is Leonardo DiCaprio, Bradley Cooper, Cillian Murphy, Coleman Domingo, and Paul Giamatti. I don't trust that top 5. So my top 5 is Cillian Murphy, Leonardo DiCaprio, Paul Giamatti, Michael Fassbender, and Barry Keoghan. I'm pretty sure I'm saying his last name completely wrong. Yes, I took some pretty big ones out and had to take some out. I had Mark Ruffalo in that list. Mark Ruffalo is now considered supporting, so he's gone. And then I had Bradley Cooper in my number 5. But something about Maestro, people say, oh, because of the makeup. You could be completely right. I need to see Maestro before I put Bradley Cooper in this conversation. I'm sorry. I just have to see the movie first. Other than that, not a lot of big changes. Was basically Michael Fassbender was not on the list. Now he's number 4. Barry Keoghan is now number 5. Number 6 is Bradley Cooper. And 7, 8, 9, 10 has been the same. Kingsley Ben Erdi, Zac Efron, Adam Driver, and Koji Kakashuo. I can't pronounce names. Like I said, I don't even know how to pronounce my last name on some days of the week. So I don't know how to pronounce yours. I don't even know how to pronounce mine. So it is what it is in today's day and age. All right, for Best Supporting Actor, according to Gold Derby, Robert De Niro, John Marlborough, Coleman Domingo, Ryan Gosling, Samuel L. Jackson. I have one of those in my top 5. I'm sorry. I could maybe see Ryan Gosling get up there, or maybe Coleman Domingo, but I have someone else for The Color Purple instead of him. And this is why I'm choosing this other person, because I always look at the older actors, the Kathy Bates, what happened with Belfast, what happened with the Fabelmans. You got to think that way. You really, really do. So, of course, Robert De Niro is my number 1. Number 2, Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. Number 3, William Dafoe, Poor Things. Number 4, Louis Gossett Jr. for The Color Purple for number 4. And number 5 is new to the list, Matt Damon for Oppenheimer. I saw that trailer. I think Matt Damon is going to have a bigger role than what people think. And I think he does have a chance with this over Air. So when we look at that, like I said, William Dafoe went down. Mark Ruffalo took his spot. So that's why William Dafoe went down. Mark Ruffalo is brand new to the list. Matt Damon, new to the list. So what actually is out of the list is Charles Melton. That is a weird one for me to take out. I just, like I said, maybe if Poor Things change, or maybe May, December just doesn't hit like it's supposed to. But I just prefer the Poor Things. I think the Poor Things acting, it's be more of an actor's type of movie. All right. And then I do have what is out of the list. Let's talk about that. We have Stephen Graham out of the list because Butch is out of the list. And Ben Affleck, I'm sorry, he's gone now. I just don't see that whatsoever. But I also took Brian Tyree Henry out of the top 5, and he is now number 7. Charles Melton, like I said, he is out and now with number 6. Jeremy Allen White is still number 8. John Margaro is number 9. And Coleman Domingo is number 10 still. So this is probably the one category where I did have the most changes to, and I think it might be the most interesting. All right, so then we talk about the 2 categories which people think this is going to be easy. Is there really an easy category for the screenplays? I don't think so. So number 1 for adapted is Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Dune Part 2, The Zone of Interest, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm going to keep 4 of the 5 in my top 5 because this is a new category for me. Talking about it, I do have Killers of the Flower Moon number 1, Oppenheimer 2, Zone of Interest 3, Dune Part 4, and Poor Things number 5. Like I said, if I'm on this stand for Poor Things, I got to put it in there. But for my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I go The Killers, The Bike Riders, The Color Purple, The Piano Lesson, and then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Like I said, this one is a crapshoot in my opinion. And when you look at the odds, everything above Poor Things is kind of close. Everything below Poor Things is not close. But you got to put some crazy wild cards into that one. And that is really all I have for that one. So finally, original screenplay. I think I did something a little bit different for this one. Oh yeah, some differences. All right, for original, it has Past Lives at number 1, Holdovers 2, Saltburn 3, Anatomy of Fall 4, May December 5. For me, I have Holdovers number 1, Past Lives 2, Anatomy of Fall 3, May December 4, and Priscilla number 5. She also won the Oscar for Lost in Translation. So Priscilla might jump in there. I'm just thinking that's another dark horse people need to watch is Priscilla as well as Iron Claw, both A24 movies. However, when looking at my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Saltburn, Maestro, Drive Away Dolls, Coen Brothers, Ballet of Buster Shrugs, Coen Brothers, just watch it for that one. Number 9, The Iron Claw, and number 10, Air. So that is my box office Oscar predictions for July. Chase Talk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you think Futontopia. You Blue Futons, think about your great day. Which ones am I crazy, and which ones are you just like, I could kind of see that, but seriously, let me know where I'm like, Chase, you're smoking that crack and meth combined.